Joining us now to expand is editor-in-chief of Racket News. You get him on Substack and everywhere else. His podcast is great. Matt Taibbi. Matt, I'm not saying they should be so nice to Trump. He doesn't walk on water. But can we expect some fairness the second time around?
No, absolutely not. I mean, one of the problems is that the press has covered Trump in a way that has left them no ability to cover him objectively without admitting massive previous failures and corruption, specifically with all of the stuff that's come out about Russiagate and some other scandals.
Yeah, let's talk about Russiagate. You said in your latest column on Racket News, you said you were reluctant to dive into the so-called conspiracy. What changed for you? Was it something in the Durham Annex and the whistleblowers over the last week?
Yeah, I mean, I've been covering this story for 8 years, and I started out just saying something seemed wrong with the reporting, like the sourcing was bad. And I thought it was a story about a thin investigation that wasn't supported well enough. And I was very reluctant to go to this place that this was a conspiracy to cover up something that Hillary Clinton had done. But the Durham report really leaves no doubt anymore that the Clinton campaign had a plan in place to blame Trump on with something related to Russia even before the WikiLeaks stuff came out. So the administration that the investigation that followed was just incidental, and that's pretty well demonstrated by what happened in the report.
And the thing is, now you have this guy Leonardo Bernardo, a name with George Soros's Open Society. Jeff Goldstein, dealing with Debbie Wasserman Schultz, back and forth and finding a way to change the narrative from Hillary's emails and the John Podesta hacking to Donald Trump in bed with Vladimir Putin to hopefully win the election and later to destroy his first term when he won.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable because the real story here is that Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server opened up the United States to an unprecedented security risk. And the Russian government actually came into possession of a huge cache of material, correspondence all the way up to the president's office. And yet, in order to deflect from that, they had to create some kind of story that was similarly explosive. So they came up with this idea of linking and vilifying Trump and Putin together. They talked about it being a long-term project to demonize them both. And right. That's what they did. And what's so remarkable is that every single major media reporter in America went along with this, this station excluded, obviously.
Matt, if it wasn't for a compliant media, it wouldn't have worked. It would have been a bunch of intelligence officials making statements. But the media was stenographers for this story. And it ruins people's lives. Michael Flynn, Paul Manafort, solitary confinement. They almost arrested Jared Kushner. This goes all the way through, but a lot of people are saying we've been through this. What's different is in this annex, in these burn bags that were found in the FBI. But the New York Times on Friday comes out and just show this headline, because you tackle this in your column. They basically say, could it be that the information that Matt Taibbi and Brian Kilmeade are talking about right now is Russian disinformation, and it wasn't them? So if you could stay with this, can you buy that? Do you think the Russians are duping us?
No, there's no question that they had an enormous amount of material. It was taken seriously enough by James Comey that he moved up the date of his announcement of the end of Hillary Clinton's email investigation. And the denials that the New York Times is writing about today, and I'm just so exhausted by this process, Brian.
I know.
Every time they come out with some new cockamamie thing, and we have to take time to knock it all down again, and eventually it's admitted later. But these are non-denial denials. They talk about it being put together by spies, and the people who are mentioned in the story, they say they don't recall it happening. But if you actually look at what they say in these interviews, they say things like, yeah, I don't remember doing that, but it's possible that I proposed that kind of plan, and it's possible that if I proposed it, it would have been accepted by the campaign. It's embarrassing.
Lastly, in the conclusion, people want to see some type of consequences for this unsavory action. If we talk about consequences, note there's a statute of limitations. What do you expect?
Well, I don't know. I think that's the last remaining mystery in all this. I know from talking to people who are close to all these investigations that they're not doing this as part of any kind of hearts and minds campaign. They don't expect that the press is going to suddenly stop on a dime and make their case to the American people. They're doing this for a reason, and they're doing it to make cases. That we know that there are criminal referrals that have been made, investigations have been started. We just don't know exactly what they're going to charge. It's going to be some kind of conspiracy case, but conspiracy to do what exactly isn't clear. But the evidence is abundant, and they've completely exploded the myth of Russiagate at this point.
And if people want to know the latest, just cut through it all, follow Matt Taibbi on Substack on Racket News. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Brian.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.